You've been going there since you were a child. Your parents, and probably your grandparents, did too. Maybe you even worked there during summers as a teen. Well, it's a destination that has defined joy for generations of Pittsburghers. A beloved local landmark nestled on a cliff high above the Monongahela River in West Mifflin. And, by the way, it actually was designated as a National Historic Landmark in 1987. Of course, I'm talking about Kennywood Park. Welcome to BurghCast. I'm John Fries. It's summer in Pittsburgh. The steel curtain is about to start rolling, and what's that popular saying? Kennywood's open. Kennywood Park celebrates its 220th birthday this year. What opened in 1899 as a trolley park on the Monongahela Street trolley line has grown, expanded, evolved, and been modified over the past century plus. Today, the 80-acre park continues to thrill, excite, and make memories for Pittsburghers of all ages. Now, you know about the Thunderbolt, Nationality Days, and Potato Patch Fries. Today, we present some insider secrets about Kennywood Park. And you don't need a ticket or all-day pass for this. Secret 1, the parking lot chairlift. When you arrive at the park in your car via Kennywood Boulevard, you turn into the huge, tri-level parking lot that's directly across the road from the park. One of the interesting things you'll notice is an inactive ski-type chairlift on cables that crosses the parking lot. Today, the lift is still, and the cars are empty, but that wasn't always the case. In 1996, the park created the chairlift and named it Kenny's Parkway. The idea was to create a bit of customer convenience by ferrying commuters by air from the parking lot to the park. Kenny's Parkway is rarely, if ever, used today, but 20-some years ago it provided visitors with one extra ride outside the park. Secret 2, Laughing Sal. There's an animatronic lady who greets visitors from what appears to be a ticket booth. She's moved around the park over the years, but a few things are constant. Her freckled face, gap-toothed smile, fright wig, and, most notably, her creepy, sort of sinister laugh. Her name is Laughing Sal, and some say she's the scariest attraction at Kennywood Park. Sal, whose nickname is correctly spelled Laffing, first appeared at Kennywood nearly 90 years ago. She arrived during the Great Depression in 1931 and has been at the park ever since. Although Kennywood is in the Pittsburgh area, Laughing Sal's roots are not. They're on the other side of the state, in Germantown, Pennsylvania. She was invented and introduced by the Philadelphia Toboggan Company during the 1920s, with a little help from the old King Cole papier-mâché company in Canton, Ohio, which crafted her facial features. At one time, there were dozens of Laughing Sals in amusement parks across the United States. Initially, she was built to function as sort of a carnival barker, attracting park visitors. She even appeared in a number of movies and television shows. While Sal is mechanical, her distinctive laugh is real. A woman named Tanya Garth, whose voice was recorded decades ago, even before Laughing Sal was introduced, provides the laugh for Laughing Sal. Documents show she was paid $150. Secret 3, Cowboy Joe. Have you ever pulled up a seat on a bench near the park's entrance to swap yarns with Cowboy Joe? Well, lots of people have, as evidenced by the numerous selfies and posts on social media. The fiberglass figure in western wear and a 10-gallon hat has been occupying his Kennywood bench since around 1960, welcoming visitors with his genial smile and outstretched arms, practically begging for company and a photo. He used to hold a cigarette too, but that disappeared in 2008 when Cowboy Joe was repainted. Secret 4, the old penny arcade. Young people today grew up playing games on their computers and mobile devices, but there's much to be said for playing pinball, skee-ball, and enjoying the other attractions that populated Kennywood's Penny Arcade of yesteryear. As people of a certain age will recall, Kennywood's Penny Arcade provided a fun-filled respite from the park's rides, and when it came to activities, you could take part in many for a penny. You could watch a flip book movie on the arcade's peep show machine, squish a coin, have your fortune told, purchase penny postcards adorned with black and white images of your favorite classic movie stars, and much more. Secret 5, the Ghost Ship Fire. Not one of Kennywood's more pleasant memories, but a major event and front-page news item, especially in Pittsburgh. Kennywood has always offered visitors some pretty cool dark rides. For years, the Tornado, with its Kansas farm theme and mechanical mooing cows on the facade, was a major attraction. In 1966, the park sent the Tornado packing and off to upstate New York, and replaced it with the much larger and more elaborate pirate-themed Ghost Ship. It opened in 1967 and was a hugely popular attraction until June 19, 1975, when an electrical fire destroyed it and the neighboring dance hall. Fortunately, no one was injured, and the park remained open as firefighters contained the fire. The Ghost Ship was later replaced with other attractions. Secret 5, the Sunlight Pool. Would you bring your bathing suit to an amusement park? Well, you might if you were a Kennywood visitor between 1925 and 1973. The Sunlight Pool was said to be the largest swimming pool in the United States at that time, measuring 357 feet long by 180 feet wide, and filled with 350,000 gallons of water. At the time it opened, the pool stocked 3,500 bathing suits for swimmers to wear, each of which was cleaned and sanitized after using. After 28 years of continual use, the Sunlight Pool was closed to swimmers in 1953 and served for a time as a boat ride feature, but 2 years later was restored to its original use. In 1973, the pool closed for good and was removed from the park. Secret 6, Cinema 180. Before IMAX and OmniMax theaters were developed to provide audiences with immersive movie-going experiences, Kennywood had a theater of sorts in Cinema 180. This was a geodesic dome located near the Potato Patch in Noah's Ark back in the 1980s. Visitors would stream into the small theater, stand in what appeared to be church pews, and watch POV footage of roller coaster rides and car chases on the curved wall. Like the Cinerama process of the 1950s, Cinema 180, playing on your peripheral vision, made you feel as though you were in the movie. Secret 7, Pop Culture Fixture. Kennywood Park has played a strong role in many of our lives, but did you know that it's also played roles in a bunch of movies? The park even starred in one, playing the eponymous Adventureland in 2009 with Jesse Eisenberg. It was also featured in 1993's Striking Distance and 1994's Only You. Secret 8. Kennywood used to be a farm. Back in the 1700s, the land on which Kennywood Park stands today was a piece of wooded land used as a military camp by George Washington and British General Edward Braddock when they were planning to seize Fort Duquesne. Many years later, in 1818, a Chester County resident named Thomas Jenkins Kenny, in search of land to use as a farm, traveled to Pittsburgh to purchase the 365-acre parcel. After discovering that there was coal beneath the land, Kenny started a coal business. Realizing that the land he owned was far more than he and his family needed, he invited Pittsburghers to picnic in his woods. Eventually, the area became known as Kenny's Grove. In 1898, the Mellon family leased 100 acres and turned it into a trolley park that would build business for the Monongahela Street Railway trolley line. Before long, the first rides were installed, and the rest is history. Secret 9, A Masked Man Arrives. Over the years, Kennywood has played host to a number of celebrities, including the Three Stooges, Lassie, and George Reeves, television Superman. One of the most popular was Clayton Moore, who appeared at the park on a white horse as his Lone Ranger character during the July 4th weekend in 1965. And it wasn't just any appearance. He did a show on the Kennywood stage and gave every child in attendance a silver bullet, a mask, and a photo. Secret 10, The Flood of 1936 and Noah's Ark. It's true. In 1936, the year of Pittsburgh's historic flood, Kennywood's soon-to-be popular dark walkthrough attraction, Noah's Ark, was under construction. Talk about timing. The Ark was built by the Philadelphia Toboggan Company. Yep, the same company that created Laughing Sal. Noah's Ark wasn't unique. Other parks had them, but the one at Kennywood is believed to be the last one in existence. And speaking of the 1936 flood, boats from Kennywood's then lake were used in flood rescue efforts. BurghCast is written and produced by me, John Freeze, at Blue Mist Media. You can find all of our episodes online at www.BurghCast.com. We're also on Facebook at BurghCast, one word. Thanks for listening, and stay tuned for more stories from Pittsburgh and conversations with some of the region's most interesting people on BurghCast.